Good morning. It is me, Pearl, and this is Tuned in Tarot. And we're about to take a look at the energetic balance between the divine masculine and divine feminine energies inside of self, understanding that whatever state we find these energies in, we can expect to see reflected back to us in our outside external environment. So, if you want to see changes in your interactions with the people around you, you need to shift your energy inside of self. Okay. Everybody's talking today, but Divine Masculine had one card not showing, so Divine Feminine's going first. And there's a whole lot of stuff happening. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, top of the deck. Overall, forefront of the mind, headspace, Divine Feminine, Seven of Wands in reverse. So let me just say right from the start, we have a lot of like divine feminine energy of like, I can't fight this feeling anymore and I won't fight too. Like, I don't want to fight. Also, there's like this, that's a general feeling I'm getting. But typically, with the Seven of Wands, we're seeing someone stand their ground against opposing forces. And we realize that those opposing forces tend to be actions taken against self to a certain extent. What we perceive as external obstacles really is an illusion. It's obstacles that have been placed there because we've asked for them in sort of a strange, circuitous way. And this energy that Divine Feminine has been in, where she feels like she's kind of been fighting against herself, fighting against fate, fighting against like the things inside of her that like the thoughts and the concerns and the worries, etc., etc. She's tired. She's like tired of fighting off these actions that put her into a state of mind that's combative. And she's really wanting to leave that energy and become unblocked and unstuck. And that is supported by the niggling thought in the back of her mind, which is the Five of Wands in reverse. Like, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight you. I don't want to fight for this anymore. I don't want to fight myself. I don't want to fight against my thoughts I'm having about the situation. I just don't want to fight. I just don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. Like, please, that would be nice. Do I have to fight for everything? No, I want things to be easy. I want to become unblocked from this energy and not stuck in this standstill. I don't want to stand my ground against you, against the divine masculine, against the divine. I just don't want to fucking fight. Like, that's the general feeling. Okay, first thing in her head, first thought on her mind is High Priestess energy, bitch, and she looks fierce in this energy. She's trusting herself. She's trusting her intuition. She's accepting that this is who she is, apparently. Apparently, she's a priestess. Apparently, she has prophetic dreams and visions and can read cards and people's minds. What, apparently that's what's happening. And so she's thinking about how intimidating that is too, also, because this is an intimidating high priestess. She's pretty badass. And she's also, there's this adornment we talked about on Imbolc, in my Imbolc ceremony, or afterwards when we were chatting. We were talking about the importance of adorning yourself for ritual, where you get into that divine feminine, so you feel that goddess energy, really make, like, inhabit the divine feminine in that magic. So we have a divine feminine who is very intuitive and trusting right now. Also, then we have this card, which is hot to the touch. We've got Queen of Wands in reverse, and this is smoking. You see all the the cleansing incense? It's for this energy right here. This is sexual energy, anger, aggression, and passion. And she doesn't want to fight. She doesn't want to feel angry or pissed off. The music today for the shuffle, it was crazy. And Divine Feminine's song was Punching Bag. by Cage the Elephant. And the lyrics are, she's a stone cold. Oh, you know what? We really should actually be holding these two up together for these lyrics. She's a stone cold, straight faced killer and lover, and she won't put up with another brute who only wants to bruise her, take her love, and then abuse her. She won't take no more. Oh no, ain't it a drag? If you take a swing, she swing back. She say, I'm not your punching bag. Heaven help you, I'm telling the truth. Heaven help you, she's coming for you. Heaven help you, the girl likes to fight, afraid of nothing, and she carries a knife. She said, I'm not your punching bag, right? So, last time you're ever gonna do that, heaven help you, I'm not your punching bag. Okay. Divine Feminine is like, what the fuck? What the actual fuck? Like, I'm patient, I'm trusting, but I'm also a high priestess and you're pissing me off. And I don't want to fight with you. I don't want to fight about it. I don't want to go into our old cyclic behaviors because I've been working on myself and I don't want to be in the anger and the passion that is embodied in the Queen of Wands card. I have been working hard. Here's my Eight of Pentacles. I have been working on this. I have to keep working on it apparently because it's coming up again and I'm angry. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight for this connection anymore. I don't want to fight you anymore. I've worked on this. That's where her headspace is. She's also realizing that her fixation, being so much in this high priestess energy, being in this world of dreams and dreaming and intuition and psychic readings and trying to get this illumination from the heart space and trying to become tuned in. She's also ignoring her passions, right? Because if the Queen of Wands is in reverse and the Eight of Pentacles is in reverse, and we still have that thing coming up that's like, bitch, you are ignoring your passions. You are focusing your passions single-mindedly on someone who clearly in your headspace is abusing you and turning you into a punching bag. So redirect. Get back into that heart-centered space. Get out of the dream space that, you know, the high priestess, one time Grace Drager said she would just float away like on a cloud. This bitch is not grounded, okay? And for that Queen of Wands energy in reverse and the Eight of Coins in reverse, this is not a grounded, her passions are all over the place right now and not focused on her craft. And I get it, especially Queen of Wands in reverse. That's a dry spell. There's sexual energy there. There's like an urge for physical affection that is extremely strong. Just, you know, we're in a place right now, we can't even touch each other for hugs. This is like a need. There's a need here. Next thing up, clarifying the High Priestess card, is the Six of Swords. And it's in reverse. So we have a Divine Feminine resisting the lessons. She's trying to trust that the current struggle that's here, the boat was moving forward. We were heading towards that unknown. And now we're not. And now she's afraid of it. But she's trying to trust that she doesn't know where the boat is going. But she's really not totally learned these lessons yet that will help ferry her to where she needs to go. She's got to build that bridge. So she's really got to grasp the lessons embedded in this card, which is all these things happen for a reason. They shaped you. They formed you. You have to trust. You also have to trust that you're going. You're going. Be patient. This is an energy of complete patience. And I do feel Divine Feminine with patience right now. She has the patience of the High Priestess and the impatience of the Queen of Wands combined. She's patient about what's going on. She's understanding it's serving a purpose. She's passionate, though, and fiery about how long it's taking, how difficult it is, how she doesn't know or fully understand. But I do sense a certain amount of patience coming from this card because she's really trusting that heart space. It doesn't mean it's comfortable, because it's not. It's not comfortable. The 6 of Swords in reverse, followed by the 7 of Swords in reverse, which is a progression. And we have 6, 7, and 8. Actually, we have 5, 6, 7, and 8. Actually, we have 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Wish I was playing Yahtzee. Be pretty close. 7 of Swords in reverse. Truths revealed. Secrets that have been hidden coming to light. Also a card of no strategy. No strategy at all. And not so much that I do think Divine Feminine needs to get a strategy about channeling her passions into her craft. I just really think that needs to happen today. Because for as long as this 8 of Pentacles is in reverse and the Queen of Wands, and she's not really utilizing, fully seeing the return on her investment of her passions, we need to see that revealed. So that's definitely something to keep in mind here in terms of like, there is some piece of this puzzle that's not being fully realized on Divine Feminine on her side. She's holding herself back. If Divine Masculine is still hidden and not communicating, then Divine Feminine is still hidden and not communicating. And this is her awareness. She's understanding it. She's really realizing it. If I don't shine, if I don't come into my full power, if I don't show the world who I am, if I don't take my passions and craft them into something material, if I don't reveal this, if I don't come up with a strategy for how I'm going to be in my full power, might as well give up. But she's not going to. She is working on this. She's a little pissed at herself for ignoring her passions for so long, for hiding herself for so long, for having to be kept hidden, because she is being kept hidden. But she's understanding that energy is a reflection of her own energy of hiding herself, because of her own fears of inadequacy and her own insecurities. But the truth is that this awareness and this knowledge makes her the Empress. She's in her power. This is also what is clarifying this 8 of Pentacles, as in, I have done the work, and this is who I am now. And I know this about myself, and that is why I am pissed. We've got 2 energy from the High Priestess and 3 energy, a progression from heart into an abundant material manifestation of the Divine Feminine, fertile, abundant, gestating, right? Pregnant with possibility. Her heart space is completely agreeing. There it is, the 7 of Swords in reverse from the Crow Tarot. So we have very, very similar energy here. Things, truths being revealed, secrets that have been secret becoming clear. The end of deceit, the end of being hidden, because the niggling thing in her heart space is the world. The completion of this cycle. No more will she be hidden. No more will these truths be kept from her. She's revealing these things to herself. She's revealing her own role in what has happened to herself. And because she can see it, it's done now. It doesn't have the same, once you draw attention to the behavior has no power. When you find yourself in front of the refrigerator, pull up a chair. Because if you are allowing yourself to engage in a numbing behavior or a behavior that's keeping you hidden or something, and then you know you're doing it, and then you are mindful of it, you just can't keep doing it. You can't. You want to, but you can't. Divine Masculine is experiencing this too. As soon as he admitted to himself what he was doing, the cycle's over. So she's taking a good hard look at the motherfucking boat, and she's realizing she has to trust in where she's going, not be afraid, and really learn from these experiences that she's had, and really understand that they have served her so that she is expanded. And this card will not leave. Judgment. And it's clarifying the High Priestess. She knows, she feels in the depths of her bones that Judgment Day is here. There is an absolution and salvation and rebirth. And it comes from admitting your sins against yourself, asking for forgiveness, asking what you can do to make things better. That's it. And then you're given your penance. You do what it is that you need to do. And you're like new again. You're reborn. And it takes time. The Seven of Pentacles energy, it takes time. So now we have the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. This is what she's frustrated by. This is what she's anxious about. That she has to wait for the seeds to bear fruit. Oh, and there's the Devil energy. She's also judging herself. She's judging herself for taking so long herself. There's that too. The Devil energy is clarifying her thoughts about her work. So the obsession, the fixation, the numbing behaviors, the ego, these are blocking her satisfaction with her work in the material world. The fear that the ego has about her success, there's something here, there's some connection here that she needs to really work through this Devil energy. And then I can't make it up. Because the next freaking card is the King of Wands in reverse. And it's a match to the Queen of Wands in reverse. Because there's no action and there's no communication. There's tons of passion. There's plenty of strength. There's a strong, passionate connection. There's a strong urge to follow her passions. And the fears of the ego and her fears about being her own generator of wealth, about it taking too long, it's blocking her. But this King of Wands energy that's in her heart space, this is what is clarifying the Six of Swords in reverse. So we have her feeling that her Divine Masculine energy is not taking action to ferry them to sanctuary right now. He's not doing anything. And she's really working very hard on releasing the material attachment to a specific Divine Masculine. But she really wants to know who the fuck this is. Because the specific iteration that she's thinking about with this King of Pentacles energy, he's not doing anything. He's not communicating. So if it's not him, if he's not stepping up and coming back to her and revealing these truths and telling her what happened, then who is it? That's her feeling. Who the fuck is it? She's pissed. She's pissed about how long it's taking to fucking find this out. She just wants to know. She doesn't want to fight anymore against the energy. She's just like, why is it even like this? Why don't you just fucking tell me who it is? And I'll be like, okay, fine. And then like do my work. And the obsession of trying to figure it out is keeping me from doing what I need to do, from being in my Empress energy. Why? She's frustrated by it. And you're going to be even more frustrated, Divine Feminine, when I turn around this fucking card. Because it's the goddamn Two of Wands. It's the motherfucking Twin Flame card. And it's clarifying the Empress energy. Why? Because it's the journey to becoming your full, complete self. That's why. It's frustrating. It's what keeps you in the Queen of Wands energy in reverse. And you're feeling, the thing is, you start off with the High Priestess energy because you know. You don't even need to come here. You don't even need to hear what I'm saying. You know what I'm going to say to you already. You don't need the readings. You know. Judgment Day is here. That's what you know. You know. So the only reason that you're still coming here is because the obsessive loop thinking about, is this it? Should this have, is it this, instead of just being your Empress and fucking doing your work and not giving a fuck who's next to you at the moment. Because you really don't need anyone next to you, and you know that. That's why Divine Masculine freaked the fuck out. Because he was like, whoa, shit, she doesn't need me. Nope, I don't. A healed and healthy person doesn't need someone on the outside of them. It's just nice. But it's not life or death. 22 on the clock. It's not life or death. You're already the Empress and you know it. Your fixation and your focus on the twin flame journey is distracting you from your work. Your work is not the twin flame journey. Your work is the work you were here on that you needed to be on the twin flame journey for. The journey isn't your work. Your work is to heal others, to be of service, to create really fucking amazing things and leave a lasting legacy for people to learn the truths that have been here since the beginning of time. Hi, I see you in chat. This is a general reading. Thank you for joining us. Your work is not the twin flame journey, Empress. Your work is on becoming a healthy, healed version of yourself and then showing other people how to do it by living this way, by living in your truth. And the truth is well-being and abundance. Okay, Divine Feminine? I should say, stop coming to my readings. Oh my God. I know you won't, and I'm glad, because I have to come here every day too, because this is my freaking work. Part of my work. All right, let's look at Divine Masculine energy. I'm sorry, I don't do free readings on these. You can go ahead and email me. I'm going to put this up at Tuned In Tarot if you're interested in a reading. This is technically a free reading. It's a general reading, and you might be able to tune into your own energy and get messages that are relevant to you if you showed up here. But thank you for joining us. Alrighty. Divine Masculine, top of the deck, overall headspace for you. The Tower in reverse. So there's been a Tower moment, and the energy of that moment was intense and it was pretty brutal, and now it has passed away. It's no longer stopping you from doing what it is that you need to do. But there's a feeling of not being able to rebuild the tower, like really wanting to initiate the rebuilding of the tower, but being afraid that you can't do it. But understanding that what has happened is in the past, and it's no longer an excuse to hold you back. So it was nice to have this excuse before. Oh, there's this big tower. But there's no more tower moment for you to have an excuse. So because of that, the niggling thing in the back of the mind is the Four of Cups in reverse. I guess I'm ready. Might be time now. It might be time to come out of fantasy. It might be time to come out of dreams, to come out of this energy where we've been sort of lost in the idealistic beauty and essence of the thing that it is that we desire, and start to really embrace the reality of the thing that we desire. The reality of the thing that we desire is this. There's a tower here that came down, that crumbled, that we've been resisting releasing because it's painful and uncomfortable when we have to do it, but we have to rebuild now. It's time. And Divine Masculine knows, because we're looking at his headspace. It's time to have his spiritual fulfillment. 10 of Cups, first thing on his mind. Divine Feminine integrated. Together, in union, spiritual fulfillment right here. So there you have it. That's the first thing he's thinking about. I want to have my spiritual fulfillment. My spiritual fulfillment is to be in union inside of myself so that I can experience my divine feminine externally. The next thing on his mind is temperance in reverse. So there's positive and negative energy here. The light is obviously, we've got Archangel Raphael, twin flame healing, and energy in this card associated with the OG Waite version, of course, and we often associate Raphael with the angel in this image. So there's that. There's some fears that the union isn't as protected as he thought. He's always worried about protection and how much there is and the lack of it and whether there's enough. So there's that. And there's the resistance he has to being intemperance. I think that he might have been indulging a little too much and is feeling that his tendency to do this is making him feel back in this Princess of Pentacles energy, Page of Pentacles energy. So feeling less than, feeling worthiness issues. But remember, he's thinking about this. So we see him thinking, my spiritual fulfillment is affected by my inability to trust in the healing that is taking place of my worthiness energy. Also, this lack of balance that I've had inside of myself and throughout my life, it makes me feel unprepared to really give an offer that's as big as I want it to be. Like, he's really concerned about the size of his offer. Flashing back to Sunday's reading. So he's wanting to balance and temper the energy that makes him afraid that he's not good enough to face what it is he needs to face. Obviously, because of the feminine energy here as well, I think he also is seeing divine feminine as being in this place of considering his offer. And temperance is also about 5D relationships as well, higher level relationships. And it could really be, with the reversal on it, it could be he's really wanting to ground this connection, to have this physical interaction with the divine feminine. Even if it's a small start, like just making a start. You know, he's always concerned about he has to come out and do all these, and like with all these bells and whistles, and like divine feminine is like, bro, honestly, if you texted me right now, I would freaking jump out the window and fly off into space in like absolute joy from a fucking text message. So I know you're concerned about how large this offer is, but honestly, if you're like, hey, what's up? I would be like, oh my God. So like divine masculine is really got a sense that divine feminine, even if he makes a small gesture, it's going to be received well. And then we have two exciting cards. The first one is the Eight of Wands, upright for once, and clarifying the Ten of Cups. So we've got, thanks, Kylie. We've got fast moving, forward motion, messages coming in regards to spiritual fulfillment and to this divine feminine. So, and this is what he's thinking. I got to send these messages, no matter how small my offer is, no matter how small of a gesture, I just need to do it. I just need to do it. I need to do it. I need to take the energy of that momentum and come forward with this chariot energy. I'm surrendering my ego, and now the divine is in control, balancing this energy of divine masculine, divine feminine inside of myself so that this team can move forward together. And this is what's clarifying the temperance in reverse. And so this is also a feeling of him feeling like the healing that he's needed to do and the balancing that he's needed to do, it has taken place. It has happened. He was resistant to it for so long because he felt like he wasn't good enough. But it has happened, and he is balanced, and he is charging forward. And then there's a minor arcana version of being paused, surrendering to the divine in connection. That's the Four of Cups. In its reverse, it's becoming unpaused, right? Here's the major arcana version of that. The Hanged Man in its reverse. Another card about coming unpaused, unstuck. So the niggling thing in the back of Divine Feminine's mind, hey, you know what? She might be psychic. Because this is unstuck energy for sure. And this Hanged Man energy is, I went within, I surrendered to the divine took charge of took hold of the reins, and we're charging forward. We've got Eight of Wands, the Chariot, and Hanged Man in reverse. This is happening, and it's happening fast. And this perspective that was gained is I can stand on my own, no matter the size of my offer. Listen, Ace of Wands comes up all the time. That's big dick energy, so don't worry about it, divine masculine, right? No matter the size of my offer, I am strong enough. I have achieved enough perspective to stand on my own. That's his headspace. All right, let's look at the heart space. Top of the deck, heart space for divine masculine is another card about time. The Three of Wands in reverse. It is another card of its time. I don't even need to go into a big long description of this card. I mean, I could generally say it's about the pieces falling into place and trusting and drawing your inspiration from the divine and filling up your well from the divine and not from some other external source. Fine, cool. The feeling I've got right now from this energy is like, it's fucking time. It's fucking time. Like impatient because it was time yesterday. It was time last year. It was time fucking 20 years ago. It's goddamn fucking time right now. Because the niggling thing in the heart space is the Emperor. A match to the Empress. Divine Feminine thinks of herself as the Empress. Divine Masculine feels like the Emperor. We are really close. We are very close. First thing in Divine Masculine's heart space, I jump out the window. It's the freaking Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Mirroring Divine Feminine Seven of Pentacles. Where she's like, it's taking too long. And he's like, I know. Okay, I just want to point this out. I'm not done yet, but we got the Four of Cups in reverse. The Eight of Wands upright, the Chariot upright, the Hanged Man in reverse, Three of Wands in reverse, and the fucking Seven of Pentacles in reverse. This is impatient. It's time. It was time yesterday kind of energy. And what is happening with the heart space, with the Seven of Pentacles energy? Well, the fruits of the labor are within the spiritual fulfillment here. So no longer is he just letting the fruit fall to the ground. He's gonna harvest this. But he's working up the courage because we've got this Page of Swords. Now I love this Page of Swords imagery. This is one of the best ones. It's so great because we've got this youthful energy that like found the Ace of Swords over there and was like, oh, a new idea to like combat all of my old behaviors and ideas. Super cool. I'm going to pick this up and I'm going to rush into battle. And so picks up the sword and is like, hey, and it's like, whoa, this fucking shit is heavy. I could never have a lesson with it. And I don't know what the hell to do. And like, whatever this thing is here, I don't know if that's good or bad, or like, I don't know if I should attack that. Like, I don't know what's happening. I've been in this like desolate isolation all by myself. No idea what's happening here. And I'm about to take this step off here. I have no freaking clue. So we've got Fool energy here too. About to take this step into the unknown. All I have here is my sword, but I'm going to do it. That's what he's working up the courage to do. And what's happening is, oh my God, it's so, Kylie, I have to give up. I can't do this anymore. Because he's scared, he's drinking. He's trying to use like, liquid courage, and it keeps backfiring on him. So, like, I know that's true. But so he's needing to temper these fears and anxieties so that he can be brave enough to just go ahead and do it and just come in. But he hesitates. There's the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands, and it's in reverse. And look what it looks like. This imagery in Prisma Visions, it looks like the Six of Swords, because in traditional OG Smith-Waite, we've got a boat with swords on the front of it, and it's going into this new unknown place. And so we're called to think about this energy, about the Six of Swords energy. And we're seeing one individual here. He wants to share this victory with Divine Feminine, but he's delaying his victory because of his fears about the size of his offer. I can't with this reading. If I get the Ace of Wands, I'm done. I don't know if it's in here, but I'm done if I get that. Okay. So this victory is delayed by his fears in regards to his inadequacy. And he keeps trying to work up that courage, and he's resisting. He's resisting the healing that comes from releasing those fears. But we've got the Knight of Cups clarifying the Eight of Wands. And it's the Knight of Cups in reverse. Now look at this Knight of Cups. This Knight of Cups is able to ride the wave of this and of his emotions. He's able to navigate and express. And there's a lot of motion and movement in that. And we've got fear, Page of Swords, afraid of picking up that sword, claiming his victory, and expressing his truth via messages, utilizing this momentum. He doesn't know if he can really navigate that momentum. He feels like this is happening too fast. He's like, I wanted it to happen, but it's like happening like way too fast. And this is what he's charging towards. The Lovers finally coming into that union, the Chariot energy into the Lovers energy. We've got, I think that's even, 6 to 7 energy, right? Yep. So progressive energy for sure. And he doesn't know if he can handle it because it's coming so fast. This is what is blocking him. There's the Five of Wands, which is freaking mirrored in Divine Feminine. goddamn headspace. So we're stuck. We're stuck. We're stuck below the victory. We're stuck below the Page of Pentacles at this impasse, which he wants to come unstuck from. He wants to unpause because he feels his heart space is blocked by his fears. I don't know if that will make Divine Feminine feel any less pissed off. Let's take a look at Divine Feminine's Oracle energy. Y'all are getting reasonable amounts of oracles for the most part, so that's a good sign. Like you're learning things. Okay. Divine Feminine, you are in the light attributes of God energy. This is benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others, and it's also releasing despotism and cruelty and using power to control people. So any of the controlling energy that you have had to work on has really been released in these shadow attributes. You're being benevolent and you're being really fucking compassionate right now with the Divine Masculine, who's being really tedious. Like when I look at this side of, and I'm like, how many months into this process are we? How many times are you going to have to reestablish your feeling of worthiness and be able to face your fears? Like this is a tedious energy for Divine Feminine to have to deal with, and she's being very benevolent and compassionate. She understands healing isn't linear. She understands that as you get closer to something, it becomes more real and more frightening. That's that Four of Cups energy in reverse. It's not a dream anymore. It's not a fantasy anymore. It's really happening, right? That's scary. So she's being benevolent and compassionate in that way. And she's recognizing the source in herself and in others, which is teaching her also that she can find that energy anywhere she looks for it. And there's not one specific iteration of that energy that will make her happy forever. It's her own energy that makes her happy and fulfills her. We have our guardian angel with an emphasis on looking deeper. Look deeper. And there's a resistance from Divine Feminine. I feel it from myself, which is like, are you serious? You know how many pages of journaling I've done? Look deeper. I know I'm thick, girl, but like, how the deeper must I look? Look deeper, Divine Feminine. Look deeper. And here's your guardian angel to help you navigate the pause. You can see Divine Masculine working to become unstuck, and you're being very benevolent and compassionate right now. So in that energy, in that loving God energy, allow the pause and be patient. You are the High Priestess. You are the Empress. What do you have to worry about except for your devil energy, your obsessive loop thinking, your focus on this journey when you should be focused on yourself? This pause is about you really understanding where the focus must be. For Divine Masculine, it's about really understanding his power and being brave. You have to be brave enough to know that you are enough on your own. He has to be brave enough to know that he's enough on his own. You're on the same journey. So your angel is here to help you during that pause. The most powerful law in the universe. Are you ready? Every thought vibrates. Every thought radiates a signal. And every thought attracts a matching signal back. We call that process the law of attraction. That which is like unto itself is drawn. Point blank, period. Step out of your comfort zone. No, I won't. I feel my own resistance to this. Think about what that means. Look deep. What would it mean to come out of your comfort zone? For me, it would just be to come out of my apartment at this point, because I've been in my apartment for so fucking long. Okay. It's like a year almost. This is nuts. I live in Los Angeles, and I haven't seen the ocean in a year. No. I need a car. Okay. Priestess energy. How are you being called to step up and lead? Well, here's your priestess back again. And again, I'm so interested in the next card you're getting because you're getting it again. You just got it. I'm going to read it again because you must need the message for it. But so you're in your priestess energy. You need to trust in this energy, trust in your heart space, and you need to look deeper and figure out how you're being called to step up and lead right now. You're being called to step out of your comfort zone in some way. How? Skunk spirit again. We can't get rid of the stinky skunk. Know your worth, divine feminine. What do you value? What do you believe in? Is your best, most authentic self on display? Skunk spirit comes as a reminder that you can be proud of who you are and what you have accomplished. Know your worth. Not everyone will agree with you or share your values, but you can walk with your head high knowing that when you express your integrity, others can feel your authenticity and will be inspired by it. Be who you are, and if your reputation precedes you, good. You have much to be proud of, and Skunk Spirit wants you to be your best self, the true you. And this is coming to me today because I'm feeling very triggered about my body recently. As I've been looking deeper and exploring the depths of what holds me back, I am constantly coming up against that message that, like, being fat is an impediment for me. And I'm really working on that because it's not true. It's a limiting belief. And it is not one that I came here with. I got it from very unhealthy body image issues from my family that came from the media. So I'm really working to embrace knowing my worth and really, 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 really embracing my beautiful, thick body that has birthed a human being. Okay? What the hell? My fat body did that. So how bad can it be? Like, come on, just that's what I need to work on. So figure out where you look deep and figure out where your thing is that you needed this message again for. Because for me, it's about fat and about what that means to me. So what is that for you? And I don't want to change my body. I don't want to make my body less fat. I want to make my heart open and my mind open to who I am and my body and the value of myself now without change. That's what I want to do. And it's not because I don't want to eat right. I do actually eat very healthy. So what is it that you need to do to embrace your worth? That's what you need to look into, Divine Feminine. All right, Divine Masculine, let's take a look at your energy. You are in the light attributes of the pioneer, which is a passion for doing and creating what has not been done before, and you're releasing the compulsive need to move on. You right now, you do not want to move on. You do not. You would rather stay stuck in this impasse than move on. This is what frustrates the fuck out of Divine Feminine. This is your comfort zone, and she's not comfortable in that zone anymore. Nope, not comfortable here in this stuck energy, this holding energy. Not going to fight for this for the rest of my life. Not going to live in this energy for the rest of my life. Nope. But this is your comfort zone. You would rather be there than move on right now, but that's because you're releasing your compulsive need to move on. You're only staying here because you're afraid, because you've released this compulsive need to move on. And now you have to do what you've not done before, which is stay and express yourself and receive that absolution that judgment card promises you. Oh my God. I'm going to say it again. 4 of Cups in reverse. You got the 8 of Wands upright, the Chariot upright, the Hanged Man in reverse, and the 3 of Wands in reverse. And all that I can say about that is it's time, it's time, it's time, it's time. And then what did you get from Divine? You got wake up. Stop sleeping. You are asleep. Wake up and do what you need to do. It is time to come out of the 4 of Swords energy. It is time to come out of the 4 of Cups energy, the Hanged Man's energy, and embrace the 8 of Wands and the fucking Chariot. Wake up. You're sleeping on the job right now. And Divine Feminine, you're like you're like smug right now, like, yeah, bitch. Excuse me? This is you. Your 8 of Pentacles is in reverse. You're sleeping. This is your energy. You are a whole person, 2 parts. You're thinking about a specific iteration, but that person is just reflecting back to you where your energy is, and you are asleep right now. And it's time, 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 it's past time to do what it is that you need to do to embrace yourself. To not be afraid that being fat is going to keep you from being successful. Or whatever that thing is that you need to know your worth about. This is you. It's you. It's you. It's you. It's not someone else. It's you. It's you. Believe me. Believe what I'm telling you. You're waiting for this person to reflect your value back to you, and that person can never do it. Only you know your value and your worth. And until you know it, that person can't reflect it back to you. It's impossible. So you have to believe right now in this process. You have to believe in the law of attraction. You have to believe in this consistent formula I keep giving you. The consistent formula is like understanding the basics of mathematics and then having the successful experience of understanding the result of their applications. Once you have a formula for understanding your world that is always consistent, it will yield consistent results to you, Divine Masculine. Believe in this formula. If you think about what you want and not about what you don't want, and if you think about what you want with no doubt and with no fear, you can have it. And if you have doubt and you have fear, you have to eliminate it to have the thing that you want. That's it. That's it. Don't let your past hold you back. And this was in a reversal because there is an emphasis here. Don't let your past hold you back. And then I can't with the next 2 cards you're getting, because you keep getting this boundaries card. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? And I keep seeing there is someone in your life, and it is not Divine Feminine. There is someone external or someone's, multiple people external that are violating your boundaries, and you have to say no to them. You have to say no. You have to establish these healthy boundaries because it's really blocking you. You're trying to please everyone. And in the end, you're pleasing no one because you haven't pleased yourself. And if you don't please yourself, you can't please anyone else. And I'm not surprised at all to see that you are getting Antelope Spirit, and the message is life is speeding up. And the oracle message is when Antelope Spirit rushes into your life, you are being reminded of the quickening of your personal evolution as a powerful co-creator. You are being told unequivocally that it is time. It is time to get moving. Set your intentions and take action toward making your dreams real. There is an intensity you can feel, and it is important to take advantage of this energy right now. If you have a plan for your career or financial abundance, now is the time to step it up. If you're asking about a relationship, make that first move. Just know that the intentions you have set in motion are coming together now at warp speed. Stay alert and keep up. Things are getting interesting when Antelope Spirit calls you to move quickly. Holy shit! Holy shit! How? How the fuck? How do we get all of those freaking cards? about it's time, it's time, it's time, it's time, it's time. All right. I did not eat food today and I just had a lot of cold brew, so I'm literally a whack job right now. I apologize. But also, it's time. Okay. Divine couple, bottom of the deck for you both. The things that you are in union on, the messages that you need. You are in the light attributes of the femme fatale, which is highlighting the erotic energy of the feminine and opening your heart when your dependency is rejected. So, I do believe that the sexual energy between the two of you is one of the ways that you have been able to generate these interactions. And I don't mean that like you've been getting together and physically. I mean that like in like a sex magic kind of a tantric thing. Like the focus on each other with sexual energy, it's a creative energy, right? It comes from that divine feminine energy, of course, with the Empress energy, but it's a creative energy and it has allowed you to be creative and maintain your open hearts towards one another. And you're in the light attributes of that right now. And then, wow, retreat is in reverse. So if y'all have been taking a vacation, that vacation is over. It's over and done. It's time to come home now and do the shit that you need to do. Come out of the retreat energy. Vacation is over. It's time to work. It's time to get things done. It's time to come together. I will do my best to make the best of it. A key to regaining your feeling of empowerment is to decide right now that no matter how good or how bad you are feeling, you are going to do your best to make the best of it. Do that again and again, and in a short period of time, you will find yourself in a very good feeling place. So, your mantra, I will do my best to make the best of it. When you're feeling any kind of disillusionment today, just think back to this moment with that blue bird flying on that card. I will do my best to make the best of it, whatever it is. Emotions are running real high right now, a real high. Because we're about to get grounded. There's that energy. Absolutely. Empaths, highly sensitive, connect with nature. So we are getting grounded. And this is not the Four of Cups energy taking a pause, taking a moment. This is getting grounded, as in we are coming into the 3D, becoming a physical manifestation. And then we're getting Canary Spirit with Sing Your Own Song, which always makes me think of KPH and the Canary Collective, which is my friend Kaylee's band. And she's actually, I think she has 2 spots left. She's making really friggin' cute love songs on like commissioned love songs for Valentine's Day. And she's so talented and they're beautiful. So if you want to give a unique gift to someone, look up KPH and the Canary Collective on social media, and also just go download all her music because she's brilliant. And she's like an advocate for healing the body and everything. I don't know why I can't find this. There we go. Sing your own song. Canary Spirit arrives to help you find your authentic voice and express what is in your heart. Free yourself to experience your inner light and let it shine as Canary Spirit sings to remind you of your inherent joy and to support you as you sing your own song. Now is the time to let the world know who you really are. Canary Spirit's message is that you are free to be yourself and express your most cherished desires. The world wants to hear your song. If your inquiry is about a relationship, you are being called to fully be yourself, for only then will you find harmony and joy. You can make music with others so beautifully when your note rings true. Okay. Well, I think you need to be authentic. I think you need to show the world who you are. I think you need to be brave. I think you need to be compassionate and benevolent. And we're going to close the reading with a goddess card so that we can develop this goddess practice where we balance feminine energy, because we've been worshiping God energy for so long. And we want to balance out feminine energy no matter the gender. So you put 2 hands over your heart. And for 15 minutes at some point today, you will say, my heart is the heart of the goddess. And you can focus on any divine feminine energy that speaks to you from whatever modality you might practice. But I like to read with one of these goddess cards just to honor and respect all the different iterations of the divine feminine that have happened over the centuries and across cultures. And so today we are looking at Eagle Woman. Despite the fact that the life-giving and death-wielding bird goddess is one of the oldest representations of the goddess, eagles have usually been linked with the masculine, with a few exceptions. The Sphinx of Egypt had the wings of an eagle, and the Aztec goddess Ciocotl was also called Eagle Woman. This Eagle Woman shows a new marriage of the feminine and the eagle. She represents all an eagle stands for: spirit, valor, majesty, renewal, accuracy of sight, spiritual aim, and the ability to soar to the heights. She also holds in her hands a vessel, the traditional symbol for the feminine, for that which receives, contains, and nourishes. Here, both sets of values are joined, emblematic of a different combination of strengths that are part of being woman born. Eagle Woman is a joyful affirmation of our ability to break out of millennial old stereotypes and find a new definition that embraces the entire continuum of being alive. She teaches that women can express the qualities of the eagle while continuing to contain and nurture. That's a beautiful union of masculine and feminine energy. All right, today was an interesting reading. Very, very interesting energy. I'm going to go do work now because I just yelled at myself for an hour to do that. So I'm definitely going to do that and try to embrace that it is time for me to pick up the sword that I'm afraid to pick up, because I don't think that I'm good enough because of my body image issues, which to admit is just so, I wouldn't say humiliating because I'm not humiliated, but I'm like disappointed in myself that it's still an issue. But I'm trying to be compassionate and benevolent about it, because how could it not be? If you look around at the hatred of fat bodies, real, genuine hatred, dislike, contempt, to the point that is acceptable and funny in our culture, you would understand why it's very difficult. But regardless, that is what I need to heal. That is my wound that I must heal still after 39 years on the planet. It's a deep one. So hug a fat person today. I don't know what else to tell you, but whatever it is that is in your craw that you feel challenges your worth energy, you have to go work on it, because divine masculine iteration that you want, the specific manifestation of this energy, that's what he's working on, right? He's working on his worthiness issue. It's time for him to take action and be brave and believe that he's good enough. And that's your energy, babes. That's you. Have a great day today. Please like, subscribe, share, click on notifications. I didn't make the playlist again. Damn it! I didn't make the playlist again. There's 44 songs on it. It's a lot. I gotta put a lot of songs. I gotta type them all in. Damn it. All right. I'm gonna do my work today. I was commanded by the reading to do so. Eventually, I will put that playlist up. I will shuffle it. You will win a free reading from Tuned In Tarot. And then stay tuned for the next major arcana card that is going to be coming up for our next playlist focus. Okay, everybody, have a great day today. Take care.